Right guard. They had been starting Jamarcus Webb. He's back on the bench. On first down, a little loft to Jimmy Graham. One-hander. Oh, my goodness.
Well, the New York Jets struggled mightily against Kelsey, the tight end from the Kansas City Chiefs. Now they come out, they try a corner. Marcus Williams, but Jimmy Graham, just a bigger body, and then a fabulous catch. But this is what's happening. You know, the other development last week is that Russell Wilson is really starting to trust
Viagra single packs.
Blitz coming. Wilson's going to throw it deep for Jimmy Graham over the shoulder. What a catch. So Jimmy Graham back in after getting that knee looked at, and he's made two brilliant catches today.
Well, can I play Dr. Lynch? The knee is okay. He's moving like that. What a throw, though. Look at, you just can't place it anymore perfectly. And Russell Wilson, he took a big hit there from Sheldon Richardson after he delivered it. But look at that throw. Absolutely perfect.
Game, that's him in motion. 1st and 10 Seahawks. From the 15, Wilson guns one. Jimmy Graham wide open, and he's out to the 35. A 20-yard hookup to Jimmy Graham, who's been active today. That's his 3rd catch.
And so with Doug Baldwin, they bring him back in the game, and they say, let's ease you back and let's make you a decoy. You see him going to draw the defense, and then Jimmy Graham right down the seam. Really nice execution. You see Baldwin pull the defense, Graham get right in behind him.
From the 42, blocked up this time over the middle, Jimmy Graham, and Graham has a Seattle 1st down. You know, Jimmy Graham is unlike most tight ends. We know he's great, John. You know how he gets to work in Seattle?
I do.
He flies a seaplane, and he said, you know, I live a decent. Play clock at 1. Blitz coming. Wilson going to loft it to the end zone, and it's incomplete. He had to get rid of it. Looking for Graham, but Darren Lee was on it. But maybe there you see a little bit of the mobility. He had no choice.
He saw the blitz coming, and you could see where he was going to go. He had that one-on-one matchup, but he just didn't have time with Gilchrist breathing down his throat to let that route develop.
Well, that means that you've got the rookie Justin Burris in there, number 32. He's at the top of your screen. Came in and made a play last week, actually, in Kansas City on a deep ball to Macklin. Here he's against Paul Richardson. He doesn't have a catch for Seattle. 2nd down. Wilson coming near side. Graham. Jump ball. What a catch and what a throw. I mean, you just can't do it any better.
Kevin, we saw it for years with Drew Brees and Jimmy Graham. Last year, that connection wasn't quite there. Great coverage by Darren Lee, but Jimmy Graham just goes up and gets the ball. This team, they've got a lot of weapons, and when you put Jimmy Graham in there, in addition to everybody else, watch out.
This one, Jets defense needs to make a stand on a 2nd down. Man, that's incomplete. You know, John, you always hear about bad news and things like that. I think for Russell Wilson, it needs to be said, though, this guy, every Tuesday, he goes to the Seattle Children's Hospital. Every single Tuesday since he's been a Seahawk. And I asked him why he did it. And he said, you know, kids have always been near and dear to me, but he had a very deep answer.
Yeah, he talked about his dad was sick a lot. He had diabetes, and he spent a lot of time in hospitals as a kid. His mom was an ER nurse and a registered nurse. So he was around hospitals. He knows the pain that kids have around hospitals. And big kudos to Russell Wilson for making a difference in people's lives.
That's pretty impressive. 3rd down. Jets come with pressure. He's back there, stands. There's Graham. Now running forward. He's got a 1st down. They brought the blitz, didn't get there, and Graham makes him pay.
You see the blitz come inside. And then Jimmy Graham, I mean, there's certain guys, you see Sheldon Richardson, the defensive lineman, dropping, but certain guys you can't lose track of. And somehow they lose track of Jimmy Graham, who's been all over the field today. So you get fancy with the scheme, but you better